Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are working on being intentional with our time. Today we are working on being intentional with our day, whether it's something big or something small. Let's all accomplish something together today. Today I am working on my kitchen. I've just been putting it off, deep cleaning it. I clean it up pretty regularly, but it's been a while since I've cleaned the oven, wiped down the counters, and whatnot. So while we work on that together, let's take some time to reflect on anything we might have gained from this week, whether it be physical, mental, emotional gain, or anything like that. If you've had a great week or a bad week, come hang out, let's talk about it. Let's reflect on anything that we could change if there is anything. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them down below and we'll work together on answering them. I'm very excited to talk with you guys today. This is actually going to be my first initial video of really just wanting to interact with you guys, aside from the introduction video, of course. Again, if you guys have any comments, feel free to drop them down below or just hang out with me for a little while. But let's reflect together today while you guys watch me clean. Starting off strong on the oven first, we're going to go in with some water and vinegar mix, spray that down and drench it. While I'm doing that, I want you guys to reflect on something that you have accomplished this week or something that you've been meaning to accomplish. While you do that, we're going to go in with some baking soda and we're just going to kind of spread it all around, get it evenly coated. For me, something that I accomplished this week was in fact deep cleaning this kitchen. I've been needing to get it done and I've just been kind of putting it off. Next, I'm going to show you the 1-to-1 ratio, kind of eyeballing it with what I use, which is literally just water and vinegar. If you want to use it, you're more than welcome to. If it doesn't work for you, that's perfectly okay as well. Going back in with that spray over the baking soda, let it kind of sizzle in there, do its job, do what it's supposed to do, and we're going to set the deep cleaning setting on the oven as soon as we get that all done. Deep cleaning this kitchen is always a feat for me and I really have a hard time doing it, so we're going to hold me accountable with this. Next, we're going to turn over to cleaning the top. And hitting it with that pink stuff, it is just so good. You really cannot mess with it. You can see I took the dials off and got those cleaned while they're drying. And we're going to go and scrub that top. Remember not to apply too much pressure because it is a glass top. So you just want to kind of move the soap around, make sure to get all the dirt and gross off. But again, do not scratch it. This one is already kind of beat up. We are renting at the moment, so we'll just see what happens. After that, we're going to wipe it down with a sponge and a clean bowl of water. While we have the self-clean on, the top was actually drying a lot faster than what I could keep up with as far as wiping it goes. So I just went ahead and finished it up with a towel. Again, that pink stuff is just so good. We use it in our bathroom, in our kitchen. It really gets the messes out and just cleans everything up really well for you. Next, we're going to move on to the front of the oven with some stainless steel wipes. You can see it kind of looks gross inside. That's just the vinegar mixture working with the baking soda. And we're going to finish the front up with those wipes. Again, what's something that you guys been thinking about this week? What's something you want to accomplish? What's something you don't normally do, or is it something that you want to start doing? For me, probably trying to clean regularly, probably 2 to 3 times a week. I just get so busy with work, being a mom, that I kind of forget some places, but that's what this video is for. Moving on to the top of the counters, we're going to be putting some stuff back in its home, like the coffee pot, the salt, taking everything off before we wipe it down. I'm really hoping that the rest of this week will be super productive for me and I'll get a lot of stuff done as far as deep cleaning, resetting my house. I know I just reset the living room, and honestly, I love it. I wish I would have recorded that because, man, it was a feat for me. But I do love that new setup. Again, just clearing off those countertops. It's important because if you're not, you're just moving the dirt around into the corners that you're missing, and we don't do that when we deep clean because that's gross. Going in with some Clorox bleach and disinfectant, because I do have a toddler who likes to sit on the counters during mealtime or cooking and touches his mouth, touches the counters. So we need to clean that down. But before we wipe that down, we're going to go ahead and put those dials back on, just so that that Clorox has time to sit. And we're going to scrape off the gross food that was stuck on there, the grease that gets piled up from breakfast with bacon, whatever. Happens to everybody, we're all human. So we're just going to get a food scraper and clean that up, make sure we get it all. And we're actually going to wipe that counter down again afterwards. I ended up wiping down all those counters pretty quickly. And honestly, I try not to be too methodical with it, but you know, it happens. Getting into those cracks and crevices, I just realized you can tell that I changed sweaters, but you know what? The other one was making me itchy, so leave me alone. Make sure when you're putting your utensil racks away, you clean them off. These get hit with food all the time. It's gross. Wipe it down before you put it back, okay? Coming up, we have our butter and then our frying pan that we use for breakfast with bacon, eggs, toast, whatever, just when we don't feel like dirtying any frying pans. Guys, that knife block was so heavy, I had such a hard time putting it back. Anyway, I never actually record myself for this long, so this is very new for me, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys are entertained. So, give me the benefit of the doubt a little bit, okay? As we're finishing up, putting everything back to where it was, we're going to do a halftime check. Alright folks, we're halfway there. We got one side of the kitchen done. Let's hurry up and get this other half finished real quick. Okay, moving on. We'll get everything off of this countertop as well. Guys, when I say I had dropped that fruit basket so many times, it's ridiculous. I'm going to take that drying mat to the laundry room because that's disgusting. And then I have this weird thing about things being plugged in while I'm spraying countertops. I don't know. We're all weird here. Anyway, hitting it with that Clorox, and while that's soaking, we're going to the dishwasher to hit it with those stainless steel wipes because that gets pretty gross after a while too. Sticky handprints everywhere. Gotta love it. Going back and forth with that, up and down, making sure we're not leaving any streaks or lines behind, even though it said it is a no streak formula, allegedly. Making sure to wipe down the front of the dishwasher as well because that gets gross. Everything just gets gross all the time. Everything's gross. People are gross. Kids are gross. Everything's gross. No, I'm just kidding. Make sure you wipe behind everything, guys. Put everything off to the side. Wipe behind it. Get those cracks and crevices. Don't be gross. Okay? Next, we're putting everything back into place where we had it, or adjusting it to where we want it. This countertop stayed pretty much the same, except the countertop, or the coffee pot, moved to the right by 2 inches. Putting that towel down folded to make it all nice and pretty, because I have to do the dishes as well. How do you guys do your dishes? Do you wash any of them or just throw them all in the dishwasher and just see what happens? I'm more the latter if I'm being honest, but when I do my dishes, I do like to use water that came directly from hell, as you can see. Otherwise, I feel like they're not getting clean. Look at me struggle. That was on so tight for no reason. But Men are just crazy strong. Going back in with that pink stuff, if I can get it open, all over the sink. Again, we're going to be applying some light pressure while we're scrubbing because it is a stainless steel sink and you can scratch it with the rough side of the sponge. Just want to make sure we're getting in those cracks and crevices, anywhere where standing water could be. And I'm going to be wiping down the sink with the sponge side, only to realize that's not working very well and finish it off with some water. At least I'm telling the truth. Hitting the edges with Clorox, making sure we're getting in those cracks and crevices again. And now we're moving on to the final counter. This one is going to take me a while, and honestly I have no reason. I think I just didn't cut the video as well as I would have liked to. And for some reason I'm taking everything off the counter one item at a time, because that's super productive. While I'm doing that, let's go over again what we did this week. Let's just really take some time to reflect on everything that we accomplished this week. Did you have a good week? Did you have a not so good week? Work was a little bit slower for me this week, but who knows, maybe it'll pick up again before I know it and I'll be asking for a day off again. But in the meantime, I want to be more disciplined with my meal times. This next week, I want to make sure that I'm eating what I'm supposed to. Look at my green onions, guys. They're broken. Some of them are brown. So we're just going to rip those parts off and throw them away. Going back to what I was saying, though, I just want to make sure I'm being more disciplined this next time around, especially with going to the gym, maintaining my weight. Basically, I'm doing everything I can to improve every part of myself all at the same time. So we're going to finish up what we're doing there, and I'm going to put some fresh water in my onions because really it's an endless onion hack if you think about it. You just keep trimming them, filling them with clean water, rinsing the roots, and you will have onions for as long as you want to have green onions. And that's pretty cool because I put them on a lot of food that I eat. Omelets, rice, stews, it really doesn't matter. Again, making sure we're moving everything out of the way, and we're about to get real methodical with this cleaning. Can I just tell you guys that when I was putting that blender back, it'll be a clean cut that you'll see, but I was fighting with that blender for a solid minute. Like, it did not want to lock back into place. And I think it might be because I almost dropped it and it landed kind of weird, but anyway. See, look at that methodical cleaning. Very organized, very demure. But if you guys have any suggestions on what cleaning products you use, go ahead and drop them down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. Or if you have any video ideas, let me know. We're going to be wrapping it up pretty soon, finishing everything off, and I'll talk to you guys one last time before we go. In the meantime, put everything back as it were, back in its home, make sure everything's nice. Me personally, I like to make sure everything is put back into its original home as close as possible. Alright, now we got all that done, let's go ahead and hit that wrap up for me. Welcome back, guys. I am so glad you made it to the end of the video. I'm so proud of the work that you've done. Even if you're not doing anything right now and you're just using this as background noise, at least you're taking the first step. Maybe somewhere along the line, you'll think, hey, she cleaned her kitchen. Why don't I clean my kitchen? Or something. If this video helps you guys at all, let me know down in the comments below. Or if there's anything that you guys want to see, drop some suggestions. Anything that you want to see if anyone else can experience or is experiencing, drop it down in the comments below. I appreciate you showing up today. The future version of you is already so proud for you taking that first step. Let's start living intentionally and being intentional with everything that we do. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and here's to becoming the next me. Bye.